What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blueclouds Media. Welcome back to another edition of Football Menace, brought to you live by Blueclouds Media. And as the news has been revealed and is official now, Chelsea have signed their new manager, which is Enzo Maresca, as it is now. And today we'll be looking at we're gonna break down Enzo Maresca's his official sign for Chelsea FC. New head coach, and we'll also be looking at his success trophies that he's won in his entire career, his style of play, and then we've talked about this in our previous stream before. But today is another day where Chelsea have made it official on their website, which means it was done a few weeks ago, or a few days ago, but it is now official on Chelsea FC website, which a lot of fans are not happy. Some are happy, depending on where you stand and where you are coming from. You get what I'm saying? To me, I've said it many times on my on my platform, that whoever comes in and take that chair and sit on the chair to become a Chelsea manager is whom I support. A lot of people talk about experience. What is the experience you are talking about? Imagine putting yourself in a situation where you're applying for a job and they tell you they need an experience before you can get on the job. How happy would you be? You get what I'm saying? But you know you can do the job better than those with experience. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you get to look at things in the other way, and let's think outside the box, because there are some managers that have taken jobs without much experience, and there are many of them. The Nagelsmann took RB Leipzig job, just like Enzo Maresca took. He went to Manchester City, studied under Pep Guardiola. He went to Leicester City, did a good job over there. He was also a coach at West Ham United, did a job over there, promoted Leicester City back to the Premier League, and won a trophy with them. That alone, it's a good job. It's not about coaching on the highest level. When they talk about the highest level, what is the highest level are people talking about? Is it coaching the likes of Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Manchester City, Arsenal, or maybe Inter Milan, AC Milan? This is the highest level we're talking about. Obviously, Enzo Maresca doesn't have that, but it doesn't mean he doesn't have the coaching ability to coach these young players. Mauricio Pochettino, who has so much success, so much experience in the Premier League, was he able to get these players over the line where he was supposed to? He couldn't. So sometimes we get to look at things. If you don't understand what is going on, then I think that you have a very big problem. You're going to have a problem with these owners, because they're going to be there for 10 years. They're not going anywhere. I want you to understand the reality. I want you to understand what football has turned itself to be from the past 20 years or 30 years when Chelsea was reigning under Roman Abramovich. Now it's different owners with different way of ideas of transforming this football club into what it has to be. We have to understand, we as Chelsea fans have to understand it that way before we can support these owners and team. And I get upset if you don't support the owners, but we have to remember the owners don't they are in charge of the football club. They don't own the football club forever. They will be there for a period of time. A time will come. Remember, it was Ken Bate who was there. Then Roman Abramovich took over. Abramovich left. Then we have Clay Lake also taking over. They won't be there forever. It is the football club belongs to the fans, and the fans will take over the football club when the time comes. So I want you as a fan to see it in that way. Wherever you are, if you're a UK fan and you're following it, other channels that are going so negative and showing so disrespect to these owners, I want to look at it that way, that this is not right. You get what I'm saying? Look at the model at which these owners have come in. We'll get to Enzo Maresca's situation in a bit. We'll get into that. So guys, keep the comments coming, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. My name is Nee, and I will be here with you guys. Today's Monday. Usually Mondays, I will always find myself alone, and I will be here. We'll break things down with you, and I'm very, very happy to share this with you. Enzo is here with us, and we have to accept the reality that let's put yourself into an industry. Let's make it an industry. Let's say you own a poultry farm, and you realize that the poultry farm you own, you have a chicken that lays 100 eggs. 100 eggs this year for you. The following year, this chicken is laying 50 eggs. What will you do? You have to employ database, which is what these owners are employing. This chicken is laying 50 eggs. It means that productivity is going low. So what do? We sell this chicken, invest that money into invest that chicken, and the money, the chicken. We have to sell the chicken, invest that money into a new baby chicken, and then that chicken can start producing in the next 3-4 months. It can start producing more eggs like the other one that we sold. So there's nothing lost over there. You get what I'm saying? So that is what these owners are trying to do, and I want us to understand and see it in that way. Support what they are bringing on, and I pray that it doesn't go bad for Enzo Maresca. I feel very, very happy, and from before he even got a job, there's so many statements out there that he said he knows these players, and we know two of the players that he's worked with them before, which is Lavia and Cole Palmer. But he knows how these players play, and from what I was reading just a few minutes ago, he has requested for the database of all the players from where they were coming from the academy to present time. So players like Conor Gallagher, he wants to know the database of Conor Gallagher when he was in the youth team, all the way to Crystal Palace, coming back to Chelsea, and what he's done, the role he plays, and all that. And that is things that's the homework he's doing until he starts preseason. So I want all Chelsea fans to be around Enzo Maresca and support the football club. That's what we all need here. We don't need nothing else but to support the club. Trying to get my feed on the screen so I can get that. Let me get that information right here so I can go through it as it came in a bit earlier before coming out. A report, I think whoever reported, Enzo Maresca has asked for Chelsea data room to provide the performance analysis on every player from youth level to first team after agreeing to take over the head coach job. Also, he asks for information of every person he will be working with, and he has his own entourage, his own backroom staff that he will be bringing to the football club. And when we talk about backroom staff, players that people that he wants to work with, and we all know our own ex goalkeeper or former player of Chelsea, which is Willie Caballero. It's one of the players that will be coming in to support Enzo Maresca. I'm trying to get a whole list of the players of the backroom staff that are coming in to help Enzo Maresca on my screen, and I'm finding it difficult to find it, but I think it shouldn't be far off. It shouldn't be far off. It should be right here. Okay, I think I got the I got a list right now. I have the list on my screen. All right. So according to what the report is saying, Enzo Maresca will be coming in with Willie Caballero, Danny Walker, I think Mikael Bernardin. I'm sure one of those. Apologize if I butchered the name. And Marcus Alvarez, Javi Molina, Caballero. So it could be either Willie Caballero's brother or father or whatever, younger brother or whatever it is. There is a Caballero over there, so probably relatives and bald head three bald head people or two bald head people in the team. Roberto Vitello, another backroom staff that will be coming with them. They will be interrogated with Chelsea specialists such as Ben Robert Millerao and Bernardo Cuva. So these people will interrogate all the incoming backroom staff that are coming in to work with Enzo Maresca. And really Caballero, I know him very, very well. He won trophy with Chelsea. He's been there. He knows what the club is all about. So with that, I'm not worried about Enzo Maresca at the moment. But let me take the time and see the comments that we have in here. Phantom of Many Topic is in the building. Wiz Paparazzi Beats also in the building. We have Maya also representing in the building. So anyone that is coming in, whatever platform you're coming from, it is the breaking news. It is there and it's been announced and it's now official. Let me go through the comments. As Ramsdale signing might convince me not to go on loan, according to Phantom of Many Topics. To me, with the Ramsdale situation, this is where I stand. According to Enzo Maresca, what I was reading is Enzo wants to keep Roberto Sanchez. Robert Sanchez, he said he's looking forward to work with him and he feel like he has a chance to get to the next level and is interested in that player. I don't know where you stand on Robert Sanchez, and I know he's not good enough to be a Chelsea goalkeeper, but this new manager want to keep him. Yet again, I stand in that way. I want to support what this new manager is trying to do. I want to give it a chance. I want to give him the chance to run the football club, but not to just criticize him whilst he hasn't started doing anything. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to be that flip-flop guy where for right now the man hasn't got a chance to start doing anything. Then I start keeping pointing fingers at him. That is not right. In football ability, I see what they've done already. He played good football. He conceded goals just like Mauricio Pochettino conceded goals. But this is Chelsea. If he's able, a style of play, if he's able to analyze as he's asking for database, if he's able to analyze Chelsea's problem last season and be able to fix that defensive problem, then we can say that if Chelsea doesn't concede that many goals, there could be a problem that Chelsea can find itself in a better position next season. 5 years with an addition of another year, it means that there's been a lot of, would I say, they trust in him. They trust in Enzo Maresca. That is why they give him that length of a contract. They trust in Graham Potter. They give him a long contract so he can be there with the team with the young boys and try to make that project become successful. So the same thing I'm seeing here at this moment in time. I remember when the contract hasn't come out yet, a lot of us criticize. I'm not part of it, but I'm saying some of our fan base criticize the situation already. Why is it bringing in a young manager? And that shows you maybe he's going to be steady the ship, get things going, and then in the future we bring in another experienced manager. I don't think so. 5 years plus addition of another year is way enough for Enzo Maresca for us to believe and know that this manager is going to be at the football club for a long period of time, in my opinion. So, what is going on? It looks like my screen is very bad. Guys, so give me a second. Let me refresh my link in a bit. And then it looks a bit blurry on YouTube. So let me refresh it coming from, I think, the StreamYard. Oh well, let's come. Let's. All right, I think I'm live. Welcome back again, guys. I apologize for the blurriness of the video earlier on. I have to refresh it to keep it going. I don't know why it does that. Internet is okay, but the stream yet because we're streaming from another platform. Phantom of many topics talk about Ramsdale, and I've talked about Ramsdale's situation again. And I support if Enzo Maresca wants to keep really, he wants to bring in, he wants to keep Sanchez, and it's up to him. When they start conceding goals, he can keep him up as a second goalkeeper. I don't have a problem with that. But we need an outstanding goalkeeper. Petrovic can be our number two until he grows in and start challenging whoever number one that we bring in. But Petrovic hasn't put a foot wrong. Petrovic hasn't put a foot wrong for us to, criticize it. Big up to you. Phantom said, big up to you. Maya said, a big up, knee. Hope you are well. I support Chelsea Football Club. If they appoint Enzo, then I think he will back him according to Maya. That's what I expect every Chelsea fan at this moment in time we have to do. I don't disagree with the appointment. The appointment looks all right. The only thing that is going against this current manager is experience. Experience. It's not all the time that you have to dwell or focus on experience. It's not all the time that experience work. We have to understand. We as fans, we have to be uh, 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 look into it and see the other managers. Where was this Zidane? Zidane never coached anything on any team realistically until he took Real Madrid job. And he won the Champions League back to back with Real Madrid. Where was the experience? He used his footballing experience as a footballer, ex-footballer of Real Madrid, uses that experience to coach Real Madrid. Xavi Alonso used his experience as a footballer to coach Bayer Leverkusen to go have that unbeaten record in the Bundesliga. Where was that experience? Nagelsmann, the same thing. Where was that experience? So sometimes we have to calm down when we are talking about experience. I understand experience is the most thing that everybody have to counter, but it doesn't work all the time. Okay, I'll send the link there. Anyone who's willing to join here, you can join us. Let me pin it. Let me pin the link so anyone who wants to join can click on it, and then you can be part of the show. But big up to Phantom of Many Topic. He says send the link in room. Phantom has much to say. I know I do you do I know you do have a lot to say. Marcin, I understand why they say he isn't experienced because of the lack of a game in the Premier League, which I do understand. Spot on. I'm happy about our manager. I just hope it works out for him. I hope the same. I do agree with you. With Paparazzi beats, I do agree with you 100%. We just need to stop to support him according to Wiz Paparazzi beat. We just need to see his results in the next 6 months with the squad he have in his possession. We want we won't sign a goalkeeper. Else, I still think we need a goalkeeper, according to Maya. Big up to you, Chelsea Perspective. I saw him first time on Coolest Chelsea platform. I was going to go live, and I went on YouTube, and I saw his platform. I saw him on live, and I was like, let me join my brother on that show. Phantom of Many Topic is is in the studio at this moment. Big up to you, Maya. Maya said a big up to Coachella. I hope all is well with you, brother. Absolutely. It's right there, guys. It's happy days. Lots of news that I want to talk about before Phantom of Mini Topic start giving the microphone to start talking. Let me get these few things out first before Phantom comes in. We'll also be talking about Tosin Adarabioyo as his schedule for his physical this week. Highly is, we want to talk about his strength, weaknesses, and potential role in Chelsea's defense. Another centre back has been signed. So yes, Tosin Adarabioyo, and I explained to you why Tosin Adarabioyo signing makes a lot of sense for Chelsea. I will explain to you as the stream goes on. I will explain everything to you, details on why it makes sense for Tosin Adarabioyo to be at the football club. And also transfer window, we'll be talking a lot about players that are coming in. Maresca looking forward, as he said, he's looking forward to work with Spanish goalkeeper next season, as he believes Robert is ready for the next phase of his career. And also today, something that I want to share with you all. I want to know you guys' opinion on this. Some damning poll that was being set in Germany. And this is what the poll said. German manager Julian Nagelsmann also even slammed and even went against that poll. And this is what German manager Julian Nagelsmann has condemned a survey by public broadcasting asking fans if they would prefer more white players on the national team, calling it madness. Madness. How can a survey or a poll be set up in that manner, asking the general public if they prefer more black and more white people in the German national team than other race, or would I say interracial men or footballers, interracial footballers in the national team? That is racism in the first place. All right, let me get Phantom on. Phantom of Many Topic is in the studio with me. Phantom, welcome back to the show. And how
Thank you. Are you able to hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. I always tell you, don't
okay, because otherwise I have to go like this.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. I can hear you very well.
So my opening statement, I wasn't prepared for it, but because I didn't know about Aaron Ramsdale. But yeah, if you get Aaron Ramsdale, I'll start the season with Chelsea. But if not, then I will start the preseason with Chelsea, and then see how things go up to the transfer window. I was going to go just with Aston Villa, but Unai Emery's going to maybe lose Ollie Watkins to Liverpool. If that's the case, I'm not going transfer to Aston Villa. Of course, Fulham is my default loan place, but they don't have anything that's worthy right now. And they lost Tosin, and Tosin is an awesome. I watched Tosin when I was with Fulham, and he is awesome. And he's going to be replacing Silva, or hopefully replacing Disasi, because hey, who was that cornerback who was very good at headers? Azuma, or what was his name? That was on West Ham. Was his name Zuma?
Zuma.
Yeah, he had like he scored 4 goals in like half a season because he had headers. Now, Disasi is actually pretty good in getting headers. He has like 2 or 3, right? Headers, or maybe even as much as 4 headers from a goal kick situation. So that's Disasi, but that's his only value, because as a cornerback, he's horrible. And I really do want to get rid of Disasi. And I also want to get rid of Enzo Fernandez. I don't care what his price was. He's just not the kind of, he's too slow. He's a whiner too. He's complaining all the time, and I don't want him either. So it just depends. This new coach may have he might not be able to do whatever he wants, because if the like this Robert Sanchez thing, who knows if he wants him, or is it the sporting director who wants Sanchez? Because Sanchez is such an embarrassment, that they might want to try to recoup the losses on him by getting him better before he gets shipped off. I want Kepa gone. I want Kepa gone, because he said the same kind of things that Lukaku said about Chelsea when he was on loan. So I want him gone. I'm not proper Chelsea, of course not, because I came with Pulisic, but I didn't leave with Pulisic. So I might go on loan. I'm not going on loan with Jose Mourinho, because Mourinho went to some Turkish club, Fender Balance, and I don't care about, it has to be, if it's Bundesliga or Serie A, yeah, I would consider it. But I'm not going to go to, I'm not going to go to the Turkish Super League or whatever to go on loan, because that's like going to Saudi Arabian League. It's just not even in the storyline. If there is some way we can, if that Saudi League falls apart, I'd like to get Alexander Mitrovic as our striker, and then have Nico Jackson like as a backup. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Phantom, I know you've said a lot, but yeah, I want to break it down for you. There's no way Chelsea can bring in Alessandro Mitrovic. He doesn't fit into the model of the football club. He's over 30 years old. And Chelsea at this moment, from what we've known, they're changing the policy, but the still policy would not go beyond 30 years. And no player will
Okay.
come to Chelsea that is above the age of 30. You go. So
Okay.
Mitrovic, we cancel it. We take that
Yeah,
out.
and also get rid of Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell is not Ben Chilwell since his injury. He's like just some, not Ben Chilwell kind of person. And Cucurella as an inverted whatever left back is awesome. And there's new life for Cucurella, and there's not going to be room for Ben Chilwell, and we can sell him. Now, I don't understand why selling Gallagher or Chalobah is worth more FFP than if you just sell someone who didn't originally come from Chelsea. Can you explain that?
Yeah, I can. The reason why you sell a homegrown player is the profit that comes out. Let's say if you have a foreign-based player that you're trying to let go, maybe let's say if Thiago Silva is still with the club and a little bit younger, when you sell Thiago Silva, the profit you make from Thiago Silva is not going to be compared to what you sell an academy player. You get full profit out of it. You get what I'm saying? So let's say
But
if you
what?
sell
Mhm.
if you sell,
Oh,
if
but
you sell, let's say Chelsea sold Messi Mount to Manchester United, the 60 million that Chelsea sold him, it's what exactly they're keeping. No one takes part of it, our money, because it's coming from directly from the academy.
but what if, like, say, Tosin, we signed him on a free? Does it equal coming from an academy if you sign someone on a free?
No, he's not coming from the academy. And although they said it's free, it's not really free. There are agent fees you gotta pay. There are so many fees you have to pay, and the agent fee could take almost about 5 to 10 million. 5 to 10 million. So
Oh, okay.
it's coming as a free agent, but it's not free.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's not
I
really free.
understand because you have to play the Riola fee or whatever, the Mino
Yeah.
Riola fee as exorbitant, especially if it's somebody that's coming off not without a transfer fee, then the agent's going to want more for the agent fee. Then I understand that.
And then
Okay, so
also every year there is an amount of money that you have to spend. If you spend beyond that amount of money, then you have to sell certain players to be able to make up to that amount. And Chelsea, at this moment, Chelsea have spent more than that. I think 91 million is what they've spent over, and they have to sell certain players to be able to balance the book. You get what I'm saying? Balance the book to be able to replace that
right,
money
yeah,
that
I understand. So
that is why.
I think that we all know because Matt Law reported on it that Pochettino left because the club is not going to keep Conor Gallagher and probably not going to keep Chalobah. So it is what it is. We do understand we have to deal with the FFP situation because Clear Lake spent too much money on players like Mudryk and Enzo Fernandez and whoever else is not working out but has a high salary and a big long contract. So I would, like I said, I would definitely dump Mudryk. He is the only we didn't even do any proper scouting on the kid. We only got him because Arsenal wanted him so much. I mean, that's the only reason why we ever went after Mudryk to begin with. If Arsenal didn't even mention Mudryk, I doubt he'd even be on Chelsea. It was just trying to steal away from Arsenal. And as far as the other kid, Enzo Fernandez, he's just too slow. He's not the part, it's, I mean, if you had maybe like a Mauricio Sarri kind of team, then maybe Enzo Fernandez would fit in better. But he's not like a speed demon like the kind that we need. Like Casado is faster. And well, I mean, so Mudryk is like a speed demon, but he doesn't have the finish, and he's not even close. I mean, he might be good in like 4 or 5 years, but we don't have the time. We need to win now, right? We're gonna win that conference league, right?
Definitely. Thank you very much, Phantom. I've made the
Thank you.
topic over there. Phantom have said a lot, and he did talk about Ben Chilwell has to leave the football club. And Phantom, you mentioned is a key word is injury. Every player that comes from an injury and a return from injury doesn't perform as it used to be because a lot of things have changed in his body. He's been a bit rusty. He's trying to gain match fitness, and maybe he's been played in a different role. Remember, Ben Chua is a left back, but he was being played as I think a left the wing back or something,
Wing back.
which
Yeah.
it's a bit difficult on players. So and then also he's playing under a different manager. Things to change. A player doesn't become bad over time just right from injury. He doesn't become a bad player. Ben Chua was very very good playing under certain managers. We saw how good he was before Chelsea brought him to the football club. And also, you did talk about Enzo Fernandez, that we have to sell Enzo Fernandez. Maya said a big up Coachella. He said, what about a goalkeeper from Villarreal? I know Chelsea have been linked with some two goalkeepers, Babidashi or something, and then also Diego Costa, according to what I was reading and reports from senior journalists out there. That is what I've been reading. Also, Maya said that if we get rid of Enzo Fernandez, we need to sell on his release clause. That is 100 million, which is not going to be that easy. It's not going to be that easy. But you have to remember, certain players have gained, the price tags have gone up from what clearly, but no, a lot of people are not saying it because it's all these Chelsea owners and they don't like it. Big up to you, Gulam Mustafa. Says big up to Nee and Phantom of Mini Topic. Hope everyone is doing well in the chat as well. Gulam said that let's see what the new Pep Guardiola does for Chelsea. According to Gulam himself, says got to give it a Pep, got to give it to Pep. According to him, yeah, it's been proven that all these managers that have worked or coming from the school of Pep Guardiola have gone on to do wonders. We know Arteta, very very inexperienced manager, now have gained a lot of experience from the Premier League while when he was learning under Pep Guardiola. Enzo Maresca was also working under Pep Guardiola. He learned a thing or two, and also took his career to a different level. He coached at West Ham United, coach at Leicester City, promoted Leicester City back to the Champions League and won the championship trophy. So he's a winner. It's not like what's the name what's his name again? Mauricio Pochettino, who never won anything, although he was coaching. What's his name again? Southampton and some other clubs. He won something with the French league, but never won anything at England. But Enzo Maresca have won a trophy in the championship, and people say championship is that easy. It's not easy. The championship play more games than even Premier League teams. If you're not the top seats, if you're not in the top seats, the championship teams play more games than the Premier League teams. Think about that.
Yeah, they have like 23 teams, and each team has to play each other, right? So like we have 36 games or something like that. They have to play like 44 games.
Yeah, right. And even more if you add the FA Cups and other trophies to it, it's even more than what people think. I think that's
the FA, the Papa John thing, and the what do you call it, the Carabao Cup, right?
Yeah, I think the Carabao Cup too.
Yeah, don't they have like a Papa John thing for just lower leagues or something like that? I don't know.
I'm not so sure about that one, but I remember the domestic trophies, they're also part of it. The FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, all that stuff, they're part of it.
But so, they tend in the championship, they tend to they don't really have a first 11. They have like a first 15. They rotate people in and out a lot more than in the Premier League, especially like, okay, so you got like Jurgen Klopp, he has his set 11, and then by the end of the season, they're all injured because he doesn't use anybody else. He doesn't sub enough. And or he doesn't even, like he will sub, but subbing at 85 minutes is not really subbing. If you need like one of the reasons why Pep Guardiola was so successful is because he has a starting 15. He has a starting 16, right? He uses a lot of people, rotate them in and out. They're always going to be fresh throughout the season, and they're not going to complain about not being on the field all the time because it's Pep Guardiola. He's the boss. So it's like, you don't see Foden playing all the time. You don't see KDB playing all the time because they rotate in and out.
And then the championship don't even have that number of play. They don't have that luxury to have that as big squad as the Premiership have to be able to rotate players in and out.
Yeah.
And I remember that when Leicester City was getting to the end of the championship, the season, Leicester City, I mean, they lost like 4 or 5 games in a row because they were tired playing the same players from beginning of the season, and they were far ahead of
Yeah.
everyone. But later in the season, they started getting tired. But imagine having Maresca at Chelsea with his big squad and be able to play, be able to rotate very well without many injuries. That's a plus for Chelsea. But also,
Well,
I heard his team has some injuries at the same time.
do we
Go ahead.
know whether those injuries is due to the new medical staff or that Clear Lake brought in, or is it because of Pochettino's ridiculous training schedule, which is like ridiculously hard compared to like Tuchel or Marino or anybody else, or even Frank Lampard or whatever. But Pochettino's, trainings, he goes like, I don't pay you to play on the weekend. I pay you to train. That was his motto, you
Yeah,
know.
I agree with you, Phantom. I think it is the Mauricio Pochettino training methodology is the training methodology that breaks these players down, and it's very, very difficult for the medical team to recover these players. If the player is been injured for 3 months, there's nothing the medical team has to do. They have to wait till it's getting close to the month and assess the player and see where the player is. They were able to recover Lavia. Lavia came on. What happened again? It couldn't stay fit for the rest of the season. That game he came on and then he left. Just I think 20 minutes or 30 minutes game he played for Chelsea the whole entire season. And also they've not been able to even recover Fofana for the whole entire season.
Well,
He
Fofana,
hasn't played.
I was so against Fofana, and you remember I was against Fofana because I was arguing with Fofana Dan about, and he was going like Fofana is so skilled, and he's still like the best center. I said I'm not
He likes him.
challenging his skill, I'm challenging his health. Dan, remember that?
Yeah, I do. I always argue with Dan about Fofana. I've said, look, this guy is not going to have a career with Chelsea. He's done that injury, a setback. It's a loss to the football club. And I've said it many times. When I say it, I remember Steven told me I have so much disrespect for Fofana. It's not disrespect. It's just that the guy has cost Chelsea too much money. It's just a
Yeah.
fraud. It's a fraud. He came into from huge amount of money, 80 million from Leicester City to Chelsea, and hasn't even people were saying, "Oh, he's been good," but I watch Fofana very, very well. Statistically, his defensive awareness is very, very good.
I think Fofana is like a N'Golo Conte, where maybe we get 10 games a season, 15 games a season with Conte, but that's not enough. Not for the price.
Right.
So
Big up to you, Gulam Mustafa said Ateta training with Pep Richie's Arsenal. Company to Bayern Munich, Enzo Maresca to Chelsea. Company even was being relegated.
oh,
And
I'm sorry, I gotta go. It's getting hot. It's getting too hot.
all right, Phantom. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how Company got the Bayern Munich job. This is the guy that relegated Burnley back to the championship, and he got a lucrative job like Bayern Munich to be the head of Bayern Munich, coach or manager. This is unrealistic. We Chelsea fans are sitting here talking about inexperienced Enzo Maresca getting a Chelsea job. Bayern Munich and Chelsea, who is more, would I say successful in European football? Chelsea cannot compare themselves to Bayern Munich. Forget about domestic league. I'm talking about European competitions. Bayern Munich have been there. They've done it multiple times. But they even trust and invested in Vincent Company, who is very, very inexperienced and hasn't won nothing. You get what I'm saying? So, we have to look at it. We have to look at this in a different angle. Big up to you. Okay. This is directly to Maya. Since I cannot complain. Big up to you, Chelsea perspective. We'll be moving on. From there. We'll be getting to some of the topics and we'll be outlining them. I don't know what you guys thought on these specific comments being survey being made in Germany. How can a survey of this nature put out there for people to put. They want to know. German manager Julian Nagelsmann, who went against it, he says he's really condemned a survey that was being made by the German public, a broadcaster asking the fans if they will prefer more white players in the national team, calling it madness, according to Julian Nagelsmann. And this is honestly pure racism. I don't know where anyone stand on it. Let me know what you guys thought or your thoughts are on the specific survey that took place in Germany. And then Chelsea also won't loan a player. Chelsea will not loan Mario Hutchison. They want to keep him. And I want to know what you guys think of it. Mario Hutchison, as we all know, a good player by nature. He played under Kier McKenna with Ipswich, and he scored goals, and he won. I think he won Sky Player of the Month or something like that. He won like 2 times or once. This is a player we're talking about. Mario Hutchison is the guy on the picture. Yes, young player, talented player. And Chelsea at this moment are thinking of keeping Hutchison at the football club. So I don't know what you guys thought. This is a guy that plays on the left-hand side. And we're going to look at the players, how we are choked or how the team is choked, the number of players we have on that left-hand side. We have Raheem Sterling, who is to me is not going anywhere at this moment in time. I don't think that Chelsea are thinking of selling him to Saudi. I think Sterling has one more season at the football club, and we have Modric also on the left-hand side, and we have Mario Hutchison. Will Mario Hutchison be on the bench and be a squad player? Will he be happy to be a squad player? I think if I was Hutchison, I would take it to be a squad player. Maybe I can challenge the likes of Raheem Sterling, whose productivity has been very, very low. He started very well, and it went very bad. He couldn't swing, he was missing chances. He was causing problem, trying to go for penalty kicks when it's not his duty. And I don't blame him. I blame Mauricio Pochettino because if he has solved that problem, it wouldn't reoccur again. When we saw Jackson, we saw Madueke, all these 2 players going in trying to fight for the ball and take a penalty kick. So I think that Mauricio Pochettino did not solve that problem very, very well. So like I said, Sterling, if it goes to Saudi, Chelsea can make some money off Raheem Sterling at this moment, sell him to the Saudi club, keep these young players, because Raheem Sterling, I think, is done. Right after Raheem Sterling left Manchester City, that is when he was done. His best days were with Manchester City. And, you have to know that Pep Guardiola doesn't just sell a player unless the player is forcing itself away, unless a player is forcing itself to leave the football club. So Raheem Sterling days are done. Take Raheem Sterling away from there. Let's keep Modric, who we know he's got a long-term future at the football club. Mario Hutchison also has a long-term future at the football club. We can keep these 2 players on the left-hand side. And then also we have him. We have, who else do we have on the left-hand side? God, if guys can remember me. I can remember Raheem Sterling, Modric, and then Hutchison. I think 2 of them. And who else? I haven't seen Madueke play on the left. He's always good on the right-hand side. But yeah, on the right-hand side, we have Cole Palmer, who can play in the middle, can play on the right-hand side. We have what's his name again? Madueke also on the right-hand side. 2 of them playing on the right-hand side. And we have Malo Gusto also pushing his way to help out also on the right-hand side. So I don't think that it will be that bad to keep Mario Hutchison at the football club and be a squad player. He will help a lot in the team. So that is where I'm going to end with Hutchison situation. Guys, if you have anything regarding Mario Hutchison, let me know your thoughts. If it worth keeping Hutchison or sending him alone, to me, I prefer it becomes a squad player because he has have a perfect loan with Ipswich in Championship, and they've been promoted to the Premier League. And I think I watched either 3 or 4 games. I think the 4th one, I did not watch the whole entire game because Chelsea was playing. I watched half of that game, but he's been brilliant. He's a good player. Chelsea got him from Arsenal on the free, but he's a good player. He's a good player. Next one we're gonna talk about Tosin Adarabioyo. Tosin Adarabioyo, and if you look at Tosin Adarabioyo's situation, it's just like Nathan Ake's situation. Yeah, if you know how Nathan Ake got back to Manchester City and playing as good and so much experience, then you see the trend, how things are going. It is always not good enough to hinder the progress of a young talented player. Tosin Adarabioyo was not ready, was not good enough to fit in Manchester City team. I watched him play in the cup games. Tall, lanky, fast, but then since he left Manchester City to Fulham Football Club, he has gained lots of experience and playing better. I don't have all the statistics with me, XG or whatever they talk about it. I don't have it right on my screen, but I saw it a few days ago. A few days ago, I saw those statistics, and the pace that this guy gives you, the clearance that this guy gives you, he has gained lots of experience, and that is why Chelsea are going in for him. And Premier League experience, want Premier League experience, but they did not do that for the coaching, which is crazy. They were not thinking about Premier League experience in terms of coaching because it's a bit different. Coaching and the players bit different. The coach has his idea, and if that idea works, you working with young players, lecture team, and Harry Winks also talk about Enzo Maresca. And listening to what Harry Winks said, that gives me so much confidence on how to support, Enzo Maresca, bringing in young players. He can manage them. He's done it under top managers. Why can't he do it with Chelsea? With these young players. Phantom said, "Okay, back from the freezer." All right, Phantom said, Tosin is the real deal," which I do. I wouldn't say the real deal. He is a good player. We have to see him playing the Chelsea squad, and we can say Tosin is the real deal. Guys, big up to everyone watching us live on this platform. I haven't said this in a while, so if you're one of the 13s watching our 13 member or viewers watching us live on this platform, you haven't you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, and if it's your first time watching us, do me a favor. My name is Nee, the host and the presenter for this sports show. We call it Football Menace. Football Menace each and every day. I come live when there is a lot to talk about. I will be here. When there isn't any, I just sit back and then take chill, peel, and gather more information and bring it on this platform. But we are talking about Tosin Adarabioyo. Why did Chelsea sign him in the first place? Like I said, if you haven't subscribed, you haven't liked the channel, let me see how many likes we have so far. And also, you can participate in the poll we have in the comments section. The question is, which of these potential signings would excite you most for Chelsea? And the first one was Victor Osimhen, and I have 20% of the people going in for Victor Osimhen. And the middle one is Tosin Adarabioyo with 9% of the 11 votes so far, with 9% of the viewers going in for Tosin Adarabioyo. And then I think. Aaron Ramsdale, which is another goalkeeper coming from Arsenal, who he has to find his position this season. It looks like he will not be the guy for number one spot. He's too good to be a number two. So to me, I think Aaron Ramsdale have to find a football club, and Chelsea, the other media outlets linking him to Chelsea Football Club. Would you prefer Aaron Ramsdale at Chelsea Football Club? Let me know in the comment section below if you're watching us live on your own comfort zone. Phantom of Many Topics said, Mustafa, thank you very much. Tosin is a real deal according to Phantom of Many Topics. It says any Fulham player loves to come to Chelsea. The distance is about 2 miles. Yeah, I know Phantom have been to London before. He's been around there many times, and he knows the geographical location of London. As far as I can remember him talking about, Fulham Road and some other part of London. I haven't been to London before, but it's a place that I would love to visit very, very soon. Very, very soon. It's on the pipeline. I'm working on to visit London. Ramsdale, I prefer him. I prefer him big time according to Phantom of the topic. Thank you very much, Phantom, for joining the show and even being in the studio with me discussing all things football. Yes, any important news going on right now, we will look into it and share it on the platform, as that's what we're here to do. So any updates, guys? If you have any updates regarding Chelsea, okay, Vince, okay, yeah, this is one of the platforms that I've been following since Enzo Maresca told the board that he really likes Robert Sanchez. He is looking forward to working with the Spaniard goalkeeper next season, as he believes Roberts is ready for the next phase of his career. And I did talk about that earlier on. Yes, we have the man in there. A lot of people are welcoming him to the football club. Man like Enzo Marescas, we wish him the best, and he has all my support. I support him just like I supported Graham Potter, just like I supported Frank Lampard, just like I supported Mauricio Pochettino for the whole season until it got to the later part when things were not getting well, and I said it would be better to bring someone in to help Chelsea qualify for Champions League spot. So I did support it, and I know a lot of you will really, really agree with me. Phantom of Mini Topic, Maya, and a whole lot of you guys will really agree with me that I did supported Mauricio Pochettino. I never went negative on him because I know the precarious and I know the situation of that job that he took, and I know he know himself that the job was not going to be that easy. But he did not help himself in terms of playing players out of position. When Levi Colwell said many times that he was not happy with that position and he felt himself more comfortable playing as his left center back, being in that role, he sees the game more better. But he played him for so many times, and he sold Ian Matson. Now, look at who played the Champions League final. Ian Matson played the Champions League final, and if he was going against the height of Ian Matson, trying to use that as a yardstick way to measure his performance, I think that is not right. Instead of playing him as a left back, and Matson said he preferred to be a left back, but going forward, it's always a bonus, something he can do. But he preferred to play as a left back. And Richard Dortmund played him as a left back, and he was pulling forward, helping the attack. And that he scored that fantastic goal in the Champions League. You know, so I believe in trust in the process and believe and put some trust in the current manager. Do you have news on Oli Watkins to Liverpool? I don't think that Liverpool will prioritize bringing in Oli Watkins to Liverpool. I haven't seen anything like that, but I don't think that Liverpool at the age, if you look at Liverpool, they always want to bring in much more younger and they want to spend less. From what I hear, Oli Watkins will cost almost about 80 to 100 million. And I don't ever see Liverpool spending anything of that magnitude to bring in a striker like Oli Watkins with his age. Watkins is almost 30 years old. Damn, I almost said 80 years old. God, with my mouth. Oli Watkins will be close. I think it's almost about 30 years old. And you cannot spend 80 or 100 million on a striker who don't have longevity or who don't have a long career at the football club. He won't. He won't. We don't know. We all don't know about next season. Maybe he might not continue that kind of performance he had. Where is Ivan Toney? Ivan Toney hasn't scored goals in months. You get what I'm saying? So as a striker, things can happen. Enzo Maresca, I hope he can handle the spotlight. Yes, I hope he can handle that too. I said that I was poached out only because I wanted Tuchel or Jose Mourinho back. I'm hoping Frank Lampard can take a relegated team. I don't know when Frank Lampard is going back to managerial career again. I don't know when, but I don't foresee that happening here soon. I don't see it happening. But trying to see if there's any updates on any of the news. I don't see anything anymore. So I'll move on from there. Yes, managers. I think Osimhen is going to Arsenal. Yeah, from what Osimhen has been linked with Arsenal, and I think Benjamin Sesko is also linked with Arsenal, and Osimhen is also linked with Paris Saint Germain, PSG. Remember, they've lost Kylian Mbappe. Um, Kolomwani it's kind of a on and off. It's not really having that consistency with PSG. So they'll prefer to bring in someone that can help Colomwini. Yeah, they can help Colomwini score those goals. So according to report, yeah, PSG are also interested in Victor Osimhen. Osimhen will go there for the money. Chelsea will not pay 150 million, 150 million for Victor Osimhen. And I prefer either Gyökeres or Benjamin Sesko. I don't think that I don't ever think that Nicholas Jackson is going to be that bad. It will get better. And we have to know this. Nicholas Jackson has tripled his price tag to 80 million. Nicholas Jackson price tag now is 80 million. Chelsea spent 35 million on Nicholas Jackson, now worth 80 million. But no one is giving the credit to these owners. It's one of the players that they brought in the summer. One of the players they brought in the summer. They spent literally 50 million on Cole Palmer, and Cole Palmer's price tag has increased, triple. It's going up, 80 million. And plus, that's what we're talking about. Cole Palmer. If someone wants Cole Palmer right now, you're talking about 100 million. Put it down, get Cole Palmer. But Chelsea will not sell him. And I agree on that. I think Osimhen is going to Arsenal, according to Phantom of Benetop. We need to do a swap plus of money to get rid of Lukaku, as Antonio Conte can get his man at Napoli. His man at Napoli. And yeah, at the moment, Antonio Conte has taken the Napoli job, as Jose Mourinho has also taken the Galatasaray job, head of Galatasaray. He's the manager over there. So yeah, we see Jose Mourinho. I want him to be successful. I love Jose. I want him to be successful over there. Take Galatasaray. They have some wonderful, talented players. If you know, and William, I think William Zaha. Is it William? Winfred Zaha is with them also. And I know he can do better with Zaha, and Galatasaray is like Manchester United or Manchester City or maybe a Chelsea of the Turkish league. I know they have Ankaraguchi, they have Ankaraspor, they have Gitaraspor, they have Galatasaray, and they have some weird names, man. Ankaraguchi and Gataraspor, Antaraspor, and so many pop names. You get that's what they have in the Turkish league. But I just pray that he can be successful, be able to win the Europa League, or maybe go further in the Champions League, like he's done with Chelsea, he's done with Inter Milan, and done with the Real Madrid, and so forth. So I wish Jose Mourinho the best of luck. Okay. All right, so that's where we are in terms of news. I think we've done 58 minutes. I got some few minutes to end the stream, and let me make sure we've covered pretty much almost everything. And the goalkeeping department, I'm just hearing say until I see some tangible maybe reports coming from my source, where I really believe there are certain sources that when I pick those sources up, I don't drop them. I go ahead and support those sources because I know the sources will definitely become realistic. So that is what I will be looking at this moment. Alice, Sister Alice said that there is a rumor. It says Mauricio Sarri is going to Manchester United. There is a rumor. I'll find out more and probably add it to tomorrow's stream. If I have to stream tomorrow, I'll add that to it. Ziyech also, yeah, Ziyech is also there. Excuse me. Any Tuchel rumor, Everton? No, I haven't seen, but I'll be refreshing my link. Welcome back to the show, Scala. Scala is sometimes dodgy. He run away right now. Scala, welcome back to the show. How are you doing, brother?
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, obviously, you guys have done the most important bit of appointing the manager. I mean, clubs like United are still reviewing. I don't know what they are reviewing. I'm not really sure. Like, it's almost 2 weeks now since we won the FA Cup. I mean, we literally sacked Vanguard in the tunnel after winning the FA Cup. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure what they are doing at the moment, but I hope this. I think what they're saying that this week should be the decisive week. Well, I think most of the indications are leaning towards him getting the sack. I think I can confirm you like 80% he's going. So yeah, I think we are not getting Maurizio Sarri. That's not going to happen. I think we have already identified the like the what say like we want to go down the route which you have gone, which Bayern Munich have gone, i.e. the young manager route. Because if you look at world football, all the older managers except for Pep, they are like not good enough at the moment. If you look at Conte, he has gone to Napoli. Then there are no big managers. You know, I mean Klopp, he is just gone. He's taking a break, so
Mhm.
there are no clear-cut options. I mean Tuchel is there, but I don't think United want to go down that route. I mean, don't forget this is Ineos or Sir Jim Ratcliffe's first big appointment, so they don't really want a hand me down from Chelsea or Bayern. I mean, Graham Potter. I mean, that was possibly a chance, but I think he's going to either Leicester or one of those clubs. So I don't think we'll be going like an older manager route. But again, I'm also a bit confused. Like, I mean, which managers will be a point if Ten Hag gets the sack? I mean, there is Roberto De Zerbi, who is probably the most clearest candidate because he's young, Premier League proven, and he likes a project. If you've seen his work in the Italian club and Ukraine and this one, he likes a project, and United is a project at the moment. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. And I mean, look about your manager Maresca.
Yeah.
I'll just say that I don't know much about him, but last stream I was criticizing this appointment, but now I can see what you guys are doing because as I said before, there are no big managers. I mean, if you don't appoint Maresca, who are you going for? I mean, you don't want Tuchel back. I mean, he literally got sacked after winning the Champions League. You cannot go for Klopp. Conte you don't want. I mean, do you want Diogo Simeone? I mean, that's not Chelsea's identity. I mean, it is, but I don't think he fits Chelsea. So there are no clear-cut choices. It's a very, very barren market. So I can see why you guys have picked him. I think one more thing is that I think you guys want to play a bit of possession style football. I mean, that's probably one case. I mean, because he's
Fast paced,
come from the
exciting football.
Pep, he comes from that Pep school of thought.
Thought.
And if you look at Arteta and Vincent Company, they all of them likes to play with the ball. And Pochettino, I mean, although he did well towards the end of the season, there wasn't a clear cut style of play. So yeah, man, I don't criticize your appointment when I'm looking at the market. I think you guys have done well. You guys have signed Tosin Adarabioyo on a free. So you guys have already started making moves. I mean, I think next season, I know it's a new manager, but come on, man, you guys need to get Champions League football next season. And I think that's what you're getting up to.
I mean, I agree with you. Thank you very much, Scala. If you look at you did talk about Roberto De Zerbi, and if you look at De Zerbi's situation, it's a bit funny to me. I think that De Zerbi is getting to a point where he's tired of working with just young players, and the club will sell these young players and bring in another young players, and then restart all over again. I think De Zerbi is getting to a point where he wants to put his mark there, where he can win trophies and be recognized in European football instead of just grooming young players. Then the football club sells them. Then they bring in another young player again to start all over again. Do you think that could be the reason why he left? He left. What do you call it? Um, um, Brighton.
Yeah, I mean, possibly. Don't forget, they sold like three of their best players. I think they sold Caicedo, McAllister, and the previous season they sold this guy. I mean,
Cucurella.
yeah, Cucurella. There are lots of centre backs, like lots of top players leave that club. So I don't think it is one. It is. I mean, I can't say that that is the reason because when you come to Brighton, you already know that all the best players are going to leave towards the end of the season. So
Eventually.
yeah, I mean, but I think he has done his mid table club apprenticeship. I think now it's time for the step up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's possibly the biggest reason, and he has done the right way. He came from a like a relatively low club side in Serie A. Then he did a decent job at Brighton, And I mean, look, I mean, he got them to Europe, and if it wasn't for injuries, don't forget they had like 8 injuries. I mean, if you're a club like Brighton who have 8 injuries, that's almost like you are doomed to fail. But they still finish in the top half. So and they play a very attractive brand of football. I mean, although we beat them in the on the last day, but I think that was everyone was on the beach, so you can't say. I mean, before that they beat us like 3 times in a row,
Yeah,
twice at
I
home.
remember.
So you know, he's a good manager, man. But again, if you ask me who I would want, I cannot say you, man. I don't have a clear-cut choice because the options in the market, I mean, it's they are not very like inspiring. I know the guy you got on the screen. That's probably like a favorite for a lot of fans because they like his brand of football. But I am a bit concerned with because although he is very good on the ball, I have seen how Brighton are very like they are like a B-Tech Liverpool, like a soft version of Liverpool. Like they press high, and if you beat that first press, they are very very open. I mean, if you saw our last game, we beat them 2-0, or I think it was 2-1, something like that. It was so easy for us to go towards the defense, and we didn't have any. I mean, most of our players were out of form, and we still beat them. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe with better players, he does something. But I mean, look, I don't want Tuchel definitely. But again, if you ask me who I would want, I'm afraid I don't have a clear cut choice. I don't know who can drive the ship.
Absolutely. Also, going back to Manchester United, that we're talking about Eric Ten Hag at this moment. We know Jacob Stamberg broke that news before the FA Cup final when you guys won it. He broke the news that although whether Eric Ten Hag win the FA Cup or doesn't win it, he's still going to be sacked at the Football Cup. Do you think that people have said there's so many leakage at the Manchester United dressing room and football club? Do you think this is the reason why they're going to end up keeping, uh, you know, um, they're going to end up keeping Eric Ten Hag so they can tell people there's no leakage at the football club, or maybe trying to, shut Jacob Stambeck down that whatever he said the leakage was, there was nothing like that at the football club, but the club never intend to, you know, sack Eric Ten Hag.
Yeah, look, I don't think the club is going to do or keep or sack the manager just because of a journalist. But I think the decision. I mean, the more and more time they take, I feel like they are. I mean, I feel like they are a bit confused. Like either there is no substitute for him. Like if you sack him, you need to bring someone in, and I think they are probably discussing who the options are, or they have already figured out the options. But I'm a bit skeptical about this because, as the time goes by, I saw Sky Sports today saying that this week is the decisive week, and they will probably give out the verdict before the weekend.
Mhm.
So, I mean, they were just waiting for the Champions League final to finish. I think probably that's why. I don't know if that makes any difference, but I think, yeah, I think they'd want to do this before the Euro start, something like that, maybe. But yeah, I don't think Jacob Steinberg's tweet or whatever his news is why we are going to change our decision. I don't think that's how we are going to operate. But I think the club wants to move into a particular direction. I mean, just they don't want to appoint manager for the sake of appointment. I mean, if you remember back in 2016, I mean, we appointed Jose because Man City appointed Pep. So we needed a big manager name
Big name
to
manager.
rival that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
guys have gone through big manager a couple times, and it hasn't really helped. It hasn't changed
yeah, that's
anything.
a big problem. I mean, United, I mean, if you look at what Liverpool did with Klopp, they had already decided that this is our identity and this is our manager. And I think that's what United needs to do. I mean, they need to figure out that you are a manager, whoever it is, I'm not bothered. Uh, and this is how you're going to play. I mean, if you look at this guy, Jason Wilcox, he's supposed to be the guy who's supposed to set like how United are going to play after in this new regime. Because obviously, if you remember Jason Wilcox, he was a Premier League player. He's
Yeah,
just not a so he's not really. I mean, he's not an administrative guy. He has played Premier League football. So I think that's what they are trying to go through. Like this is how we want to play, and this is our manager, and we are going to back you. So yeah, I think that's what they are looking into. Who are available because Tuchel, let's be honest, he's not really a project manager. Like he doesn't stay at a club for more than 2 years. He just comes, does a decent cup run, and then he gets sacked. So yeah, I think they are just waiting who or already decided like this is our manager. So
Mhm.
he will be sacked, man. I'm confident. I think 80% I'm saying that he will be gone.
Thank you very much. Ascala has a few comments over here that's regarding to Manchester United. Coming from Phantom of Many Topics, says Man United is veteran club. Would Bruno buy into and Deserbi's weird system? Scala, you want Tuchel because you get the Phantom on loan bonus. Ten Hag can go to Tottenham Hotspur according to Phantom of Many Topic. Maybe Poch can go to Man United. Suggestion and hypothetically comments coming from a Phantom. It says Ole Gunnar brought Man United to second place and he was being in second place finish and he was being sacked. Although but that is what we have. Like Scala is here with us. Scala, there's been a lot of managerial go around. We've seen new Arnold Slop going to Liverpool. We've seen Chelsea bringing in man like Enzo Maresca, Vincent Company being hired as Bayern Munich manager. Champions League. Let's talk a bit about this Champions League final. Jude Bellingham making his mark in the Champions League final. Do you rank Jude Bellingham as high as how some English fans rank him? And what do you make of Real Madrid future with Kylian Mbappe in there?
Yeah, I mean, I do rate. I don't rate Jude Bellingham. I think he's so overhyped. I think he's just this. I mean, is just a new shiny toy at the moment. Everyone fancies him. I mean, if you saw that final, he was absolutely like I can't even. I don't know what adjective to use. Like awful would be very kind. He was invisible. I mean, I didn't even notice him. He's again, he's just over. I mean, this is the generation, man. This is this
No,
modern
do
football.
you think that the role that he was playing defensively doesn't really help him because he's not that quick compared to
Yeah, he was playing like a false nine. I mean, if you looked at the lineup, they were playing 4-3-3, and Bellingham was playing as their number nine. But he's not really a nine. But even when he plays in his natural position like an eight, I think he's an eight for me. I don't think he's a 10. He doesn't have a feet for the 10. I mean, anyways, modern day football, they don't really have tens anymore. Like that position is almost dead. But yeah, but I'm not looking at that Champions League final. I'm looking at when he plays in his natural position. I just don't see anything special with this guy. I think he's genetically gifted. He's an athlete. I've told you this so many times. When I look at a footballer, I look at him because he's a footballer, not an athlete. You should know how to play with the ball, not just because you run and you are quick and you have an infinite stamina. I don't consider that. I mean, he's not even their best midfielder. I mean, if you look how Kevin Winger played,
yeah.
he's a proper player, man. You can see the way he takes his first touch. He plays on the half turn, the weight of pass and the long passes. That's a proper player. But because he's not English and his face doesn't fit, they won't talk about him. He's not better than Camavinga. He's not better than Chouameni. He's
True,
not better than Modric or Cruz, who are like in their late towards the end. He's not even their best midfielder. I don't think. I mean, I don't think he's even better than Valverde. He's just over. He's very very overhyped. I don't see anything when I look at his game. I don't see anything special. That's my big thing. Like he's like a 7 out of 10 on. He's like he's like Mason Mount on steroids. That's how we'll say. Like Mason Mount. Mason Mount, he doesn't have the like a build of a Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham is like 6'2", something like that. Mason Mount is quite small, but I just don't see anything special about him, man. I mean, he just reminds me. I don't know, man. He's not special for me. Maybe for some English fans because they love that passion thing. Also, he's an industry plant. He'll just cry after every game. He'll get emotional, and BT Sports or whoever English television, they'll cover all that. For me, he's not that. I don't think he's that special. There are better players at Madrid than him. But yeah, I mean, forget Jude Bellingham. I don't want to talk about this guy. I don't rate him. But look at Real Madrid, man. Did you see Perez's comments after they won the Champions League?
yeah.
He was asked like, "What do you think about the season?" He said that we're already looking to win the next competition. Want to win the 16th one. They already won 15th. Meanwhile, There are clubs like Real Madrid who have so bigger ambitions, and then there is clubs like United. 10 days have passed. 10 days have passed after we have won the FA Cup, and we are still posting the same nonsense. Of that final. Players posing and all this. Kobe Mainu and all this. I mean, when I look at United's timeline and when I look at Real Madrid, I mean, it's just a different level,
The
man. I mean,
ideas, and you know what they say.
exactly. Hmm.
I also listened to Jude Bellingham on CBS right after the game, and you know what Jude Bellingham said? He says we don't play finals to lose; we play to win it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once we get there, we're winning it, and they've won the last 10 years. Real Madrid have won 6 Champions League finals, 6 of them,
Yeah. The
10 years.
last, yeah, the last time Real Madrid lost the European Cup final was against Alex Ferguson when he was managing Aberdeen. You know, that's how long way you have to go back. The last
Don't
time they
lose
lost the,
finals.
yeah, when it was called the Cup Winners' Cup, when Sir Alex
Would you
was managing.
would you also say that luck has played a big role in the past
Yeah,
four
yeah,
five
I do
years?
definitely think, because I don't think this Real Madrid team is anywhere close to the one which they had like 3 or 4 years back with Benzema, Bale, and Cristiano, and they had like a very good midfield also. I mean, Casemiro, Cruz, and Modric. Those six players, like and you have Ramos at the back. So I don't think this is that team, but yeah, but those things doesn't matter, man. Whoever wins the final, that's the most important thing. No one told. I mean, if you watched the final carefully, I think you watched it and you saw how many chances Dortmund got in the first half. I mean, what's that guy's name? Karim Adiemi, I think the left
Adiemi.
winger.
Oh,
Yeah, he got
that's
two clear-cut
two
chances.
chances. Yeah,
Yeah,
couldn't finish it.
he didn't score that, and Real Madrid scored their chances. It doesn't mean that's nothing got to do with luck. That's because Madrid players were clinical. I mean, Carvajal, he's not the tallest player, but he scored a header. Would you call that luck? I mean, I don't think that's lucky. That's pure skill.
That's
You
real
know,
skill.
so
Experience.
I
Caballero
wouldn't say it's
experience.
completely luck. Yeah, I mean, luck would be like what happened to Paris Saint-Germain in the semi-finals against Dortmund. They hit the post like 7 times. So that you can call as at luck, but not the finals, man. I mean, it's no one stopped Adiemi from scoring the goals. He didn't manage to put it in the back of the net. That's his problem. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, that's just. I mean, Saturday they won the finals. Sunday Mbappe was announced, and you can already see, Vinicius, Mbappe, and Rodrigo. I mean, those that front three is set for the next 5 years.
And they have Hendrick, who will be coming
Yeah,
from
Hendrik to come. Yeah, Hendrik to
was it
come.
is it Parmenas or Corinthians? One of them.
Yeah, yeah, one of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's set to come, and they already got a very young midfield. They have like four top centre backs. I mean, let's forget all these players. Let's talk about one player. I mean, I don't know, like he goes very under the radar. I mean,
Who?
Rudiger. I
Rudiger.
mean,
Rudiger was not even meant to be the main center back. But look, after the injury of Militar, he stepped in
yeah,
and his performance has been brilliant for the past 4 games that he's started. So
yeah. If
even
you,
Real Madrid played with
yeah,
lots of players that are either the fading out, they were not they're not the main players that start for Real Madrid, came in as would I say bench players, came into the finals and play as good as they did.
yeah. I mean, if you remember Rudiger's debut for Real Madrid, he came on as a left back in the El Clasico. You know,
Yes. Hmm.
so I mean, look, Real Madrid have top like they have four top class centre backs like Rudiger, Alaba, Militao, and this guy Nacho. You
Yeah.
know, so to credits to Rudiger, man. I mean, it's not easy to make your position like cement your position in Real Madrid. I mean, he's benching Alaba, who came before him after winning the Champions League with Bayern. So, yeah, man, I really like Rudiger. There is something about this guy, like he's very. I cannot compare. Like there are some players you cannot compare them to other players. He's just a
Yeah.
very unique player to himself. The
Hmm.
way he defends and his attitude, and yeah, man. I mean, if Germany are supposed to win the Euros this season, this summer, I think he is going to be a very important part because right now he's in his peak game. I mean, when he was at AS Roma, I could never imagine that this guy would win 2 Champions League. But yeah, man, credit to him and probably credit to Tuchel as well because when he came in, that's when you like you went to a back three. If you remember, you had Christensen, Rudiger, and Thiago Silva, and he was the manager who put Rudiger, who improved Rudiger, because I
Rudiger is a
remember doing
big name
scenes with
player. Big
yeah,
name,
because
big
I
game
remember
player.
doing scenes with lots of Chelsea fans, and they wanted
Mhm.
Rudiger and Christensen to be sold, but yeah, man, he's very very good, Rudiger.
Thank you very much, Ascala. Guys, we got 12 of you watching live. It literally was 14. It came down to 12. If you're just joining us on the platform, do not forget to subscribe and drop a like on the video as it helps the algorithm. The more likes, the more you drop a like on the video, YouTube send a signal to all around the world, Asia, Africa, North America, West America, whatever America it is, East, West, South, everywhere. YouTube will send it there. So, Phantom of Many Topics said a Vincent company is starting going to Bayern since he got barely relegated. But if I'm barely, I'll get Frank Lampard according to Phantom of Many Topic. My Dortmund friend are very depressed according to Phantom. Pep is just tired. Where is club going? And I hope either Chelsea or Man United get the behind the scene contract with Netflix. Rudiger is my second favorite of all time behind human song, Tottenham Space. Rudiger is the goal finisher according to Bayern Munich. I want to tell Scala, thank you very much. I was going to tell you guys, this is where we drop the curtains. We've touched bases on pretty much all the topics that we had today. I want to thank you all that made it possible on the stream today. We got 15 of us watching live, and we're about to even end the stream. Scala said, like the stream, guys. See y'all later. Cheers, according to Scala. United. Yes, that's one of my big friends on the internet. I hope that I wish I could see him one day. But yeah, Scarlett all the way joining us here on this platform. It's midnight, but he still find the time to join us on the platform. I want to say good night to everyone here. Good night to Phantom of Mini Topic. Also, thank you very much for joining the show and joining the studio and having to say. I know it's late in your location, but I still made it up to join the show for us over here. Thank you very much, Phantom of Many Topics. Guys, if you're watching us live, and you haven't seen our man, he does all kind of random videos. He does vlogging a lot. His name is he goes by Phantom of Many Topics. Click the three dots right there, and it will take you straight to his channel. And subscribe and watch some of his video and have fun. It won't hurt, but then just give him a like on his platform. Yes, he's a true Chelsea fan, a Dortmund fan, a Bayern Munich fan, and more or less he's a Manchester United fan too. He's a fan. He's a football fanatic. He can go on loan, return back on loan as other players does also. He does all that. He mix it up. So Santiago, go Chelsea. Santiago is joining late today, but thank you very much, Santiago. It's better than not joining at all. So I want to thank you, man. Like Santiago, big man. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this. My moderator on the platform. I haven't seen Kim So today. But I hope I see Kim So in the next stream so I can give him what he deserves. So, Phantom, Santiago, if you haven't dropped a like, do me a favor, drop a like on the video. Let's see if we can get to the 20 likes. We got 3 more to hit 20 likes. 3 more to hit 20 likes. Let's reach that goal and then we can call it a day. So, if you're watching us, you haven't dropped a like yet, do me a favor, drop a like on the video. We got 2 more. Yeah, 2 more to go. Let's see if we can we can get to our goal of 20 likes for streaming of an hour 23 minutes. It deserve at least 20 likes on the stream. Let's see if we can get it. I'm gonna refresh the link again and see the likes if they get there. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it. We're still on 18. We're still on 18 likes. We're still on 18 likes. Let's get it. Santiago, do you have anything you want to share with me? If you have anything, Jose, it is Joshua. Is it Joshua? Yeah, Joshua, not Jose. I thought it was Jose CFC, but Joshua. Joshua said scratch Osimhen and Sesko. What about Gilchrist? Gilchrist is my guy. Bro, Gilchrist is what I've been talking about many times on my platform. Gilchrist is my guy, but it looks like these owners are going in for Gilchrist. I mean, I don't mind. They're all good players, but Gilchrist is more better. But maybe a bit of pace could help. But I think Nicholas Jackson can do it all. We have Benjamin Sesko who can finish, and it will take that burden away from Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer was, well, everything was on Cole Palmer's shoulders. The the goals, the creativity, and everything that we're doing last season was on the shoulders of Cole Palmer. And I feel like if we bring in Gilchrist or Sesko, that will take the pressure off. My preferred player I've already talked about on this platform 1,000 times is Gilchrist. Gilchrist, my guy, the guy that plays for Amirim at Sporting CP. Is my guy, and I will go for Gilchrist every day. Every day and on this platform. I want Gilchrist, and I've said it many times. I'm not surprised if he comes in. I won't be surprised if he comes in, but I don't know. Sesko also with RB Leipzig. I'm sure it's RB Leipzig or Red Bull, one of them. They sometimes get confused. RB Leipzig and Red Bull, which one is which? But I think either RB Leipzig, RB Leipzig. He played for RB Leipzig, and I think he'll be all right. Sesko is what they're looking at. I was watching some videos of him practicing and training on how to jump and head on X, and he looks fantastic. Sometimes the eyeball, training in the YouTube clips can sometimes deceive you. But yeah, when you see the player on the pitch, then you kind of wondering, what is this? What did we pay for? How much did we spend on this player? I don't want us to wonder. Let's go for the right player that can come in and help Nicholas Jackson. But Nicholas Jackson, guys, 80 million is price tag have risen from what it was, 35 million Chelsea paid for him to 80 million. And this guy will be making much more difference next season. He's learning. One season with Chelsea, and I'm sure he will get better. Let's see if we make our 20 likes. Joshua said, Maresca striker demand, dragging back, linking up well, and finishing Gilchrist clears all the expectations. Yes, I was just reading that on X right now. He demands a striker. He wants at least a striker to come help Nicholas Jackson up. I was reading that earlier on when I started the stream. Thank you very much for bringing that up, Joshua. Much love to you, big man. You're a legend. I really want Omarion. It says Omarion man still upset about that. I really wanted Omarion man. Is it Omarion Hutchison? Are you talking about Omarion Hutchison? Because I talked about Omarion Hutchison not too long ago. So if you're talking about Omarion Hutchison, then you're spot on. I don't know if you're talking about Omarion Hutchison, because I did talk about him, and I think Chelsea's not going to loan him. Chelsea's thinking of keeping him at the football club, and I want him to be a squad player because he had an outstanding. Oh, Ruben Amirim. Sorry, not Amaron. Amirim. Thank you very much, Joshua. We know he's done it with Sporting CP many times, but it ended up being the same thing, Joshua. He hasn't got any Premier League experience. The same thing with Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca hasn't got any Premier League experience, and we don't know. People said, who is the proven manager? Who are those top managers? We don't even know if they can do it anymore. Now we're moving from one phase to the other phase. All the older managers are fading out. The likes of Carlo Ancelotti and Jose Mourinho, Thomas Tuchel, I don't think the owners are going to bring him back. So the preferred manager who would think that can handle this tax, can play beautiful football, can play attacking football will be either Zebi or Maresca. And I don't know if they really contacted Zebi, but I think that they study the play style of Enzo Maresca, and they want him. Zebi was struggling with Leicester City playing two competition. He was struggling. Yeah, he was struggling. All right, Santiago said that the difference between Maresca and Maresca's Arsenal 5 years ago and Chelsea now. Chelsea already have most of their players set. We are ready now. No need to wait, according to Santiago. Absolutely. Santiago, let's go, Santiago. He said no need to wait for anyone else. I mean, Arteta's Arsenal. Okay, I get it. Ruben Amorim, according to Joshua, it says Maresca worked alongside Pep and Ancelotti. What a brain, or what a lesson or would I say, what a lot that he has learned from these great managers. Pep Guardiola, good manager, changed the face of football in England. Ancelotti, good manager, all time, football and legend. You cannot write the history of football without saying anything about Carlo Ancelotti. You cannot say it. He won the Premier League for Chelsea. He placed second. He was being sacked by Roman Abramovich in the Everton, tunnel. That is how Roman Abramovich treated Carlo Ancelotti. So those that always think Roman is a saint and we can't say anything bad about him, I want you to know how bad he treated Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Ancelotti won the Premier League for Chelsea. Carlo Ancelotti placed second in the league, and he was being fired and sacked by Roman Abramovich. Not even at Stamford Bridge. He was being sacked at Everton when we lost to Everton. Oh, either I don't know if it was draw or something. Yeah, we went to Everton. We played Everton, and that was where Carlo Ancelotti was being sacked. Can you imagine? So, in that manner, guys. So let me see if we hit the. I'm sure we have hit the 20 likes right now. We have. Come on, one more to go, guys. One more to hit the 20 likes. One more. We can call it today, guys. The link is over there. Whilst we're waiting to get to the 20 likes, if you want to join me on the studio, Joshua, if you want to join me over here for a few minutes, come on, let me know what your thoughts are on Enzo Maresca. I also did talk about Tosin Adarabioyo. I also talk about one poll or one survey that they put in Germany, and Julian Nagelsmann really, condemned that survey. And if you don't know much about that survey, I'll take my time. That's why I'm here. I'll read the survey to you, and let me know what your thoughts are on this stupid survey. According to German manager Julian Nagelsmann, he's condemning a survey by a public broadcasting asking fans if they would prefer more white players in the national team call up. And then Nagelsmann called it madness. And that is pure racism. If you look at the way it was being phrased, that is pure racism. Why should you make a survey of whether they want more white people in German national team? If the white person is doing very well and he demands a call up a place in the national team, yes, he will be called. If there's a black player or mixed racial player or interracial player in the country that is playing very, very well, like a lights of a Leroy Sané, Gnabry, and some others that are playing very well, Musiala, and they are German citizens, why would you deprive them of their nationality and think of because they're black, so they don't deserve to play in the national team, and you have to go for a white person, even the person is not even better than those interracial players playing for the national team? That don't make sense. That is absolutely pure racism, in my opinion. So I don't know what you guys think about that, but if you're there, you have the link there. You can click on it whilst we're looking for our last like on the video to hit to 20 likes before we call it a day. We're still within the 19. Hopefully we can get it done. Joshua said that Tosin is an underrated pickup. Really nice option, especially as a free agent. I hope it does not come at the expense of losing Chalobah. Definitely. Either we lose Chalobah or either he replace Thiago Silva. We know Thiago has left, but Tosin Adarabioyo's statistics is brilliant and is terrific in the Premier League. It is brilliant and it is terrific, to be honest with you. I think that they will bring him in. They definitely have to sell some players to make up to that FFP money. I know they don't have to sell players, but still they have to sell a couple of these players to make it up. And let's see where we are with the poll. According to the poll will be ended. So we got 19 votes on the poll, and the poll was which of these potential signing will excite you most for Chelsea. And we have 19 votes. We have 26% vote on Victor Osimhen. 26 people think Victor Osimhen will be a preferred player, preferred choice, and it will really excite them if he comes to the football club. Tosin Adarabioyo, defender, we got 11% of the votes saying they will get excited if they see him in the Premier League. Aaron Ramsdale, 5%. Looks like people don't want him. And the big percentage rate is 58%. People are saying Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko is their choice. Joshua said that Chelsea choosing to sell Hutchison means they will go after Olise. No, Chelsea are thinking of keeping him, according to report. I read that report a few minutes ago when I was live, and reports are saying that Chelsea are thinking of keeping him at the football club. And I even, think about who can we sell to make, or to challenge in that left side position, because he's right. He plays on the left hand side, and we have Modric, who hasn't really nailed down that position, and we have Raheem Sterling, who's struggling in that position, and we have also Nkunku, who can play there, who also can play in the middle. So we have a lot of options going in that direction. So if they sell Raheem Sterling to Saudi, that's some good money we can make from there. The football club can make from there. But big up to you, Todd. Todd, we are swapping your player, Tosin Adarabioyo from Fulham. Is it Nottingham Forest? Oh, sorry, yeah, you're a Nottingham Forest fan. I forgot. I thought you're Fulham. But yeah, Chelsea are taking a free player from, but it's not free. Chelsea definitely have to pay for loan fee regardless. Chelsea choosing to sell Hutchison means they will go after Olise, according to my brother Josh. If you were to ask me who is the better 9, Nkunku or Jackson, the answer is Nkunku. So why don't we start Nkunku at 9 with Jackson as backup? Do we really need to buy a striker? Santiago, the reason why I'll say yes, we need to bring in a striker. Look at the situation we went through with Nkunku in the season, injury after injury. When you need Nkunku, he's not present. He's not there to help the team. So I think that bringing in a striker wouldn't hurt. Nkunku is very, very versatile. You can play him he's not a traditional number 9, Santiago. Nkunku is not a traditional number 9. But we play him there because he's a very good finisher. He's very, very good in the false 9 role, but he's not a traditional number 9. You get what I'm saying? Todd said, "Hey Nee, how are you? And congratulations on you guys getting a new manager, Enzo Maresca. Absolutely, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Todd. But Todd, remember, I also want to say congratulations to you, Todd. Remember your team owner, Evangelist Marinaki, won the conference league not too long ago. Remember, they won the conference league, I think last week. They won the conference league in the face of who is that again? I think is that Bayer Leverkusen? Yeah. No, not Bayer Leverkusen. I can't remember. Yeah, Evangelist Maronaki's Greece team. Remember, Greece team won the conference league, the first ever Greece football club to win a European trophy. So I'll say congratulations to your owner winning a European trophy from that distance from Greece. Yeah, he owns Greece, the team that won the conference league. So congratulations to yourself too. Let's see if we get our last vote. I'm sure Todd might have added his. Guys, we're just hoping for a last like on the video before we hop off. So if you haven't dropped your like on the video, we're hoping to get our last 20 view. It says 20 like on the view on the stream. Then we can draw the curtains. The stream is done for a long time, but we're waiting for that last one, so we can call it even number. Yeah, we can call it an even number. So I'm waiting for the last one. Then we can go. If it's not coming, hopefully I think we can call it today. Last guys, last one. Drop a last like on the video to get it to 20 likes before we hop off. 20. One more. Let's go. We can do it. Definitely. Somebody just did it. I'm sure it's Todd. You just drop a like on the video. We got 20 likes. Guys, we got 20 likes right now on the stream. I want to thank each and everyone that made this possible. Those that joined a little bit late. I'm sorry. Next time we can make it a little bit earlier, so we can go through. We have Scala on the show who came in the studio. We also have the Blue Lounge. Did the Blue Lounge change its Mo? Did he change your logo? Mo changes logo. Let me see what it looks like. It looks like a rare. It looks like a. Is it a tiger? It looks like a tiger. Yeah, it looks like a tiger. He changed his logo. It looks like a tiger. It looks nice though, but it is. I don't know. Does it go with your colors more? Does the red and the black goes with the brown colors? I'm not so sure if you were looking into that, but it looks definitely like a tiger, lion, the same thing, So pretty much the same thing. But thank you very much for hopping on. Let me now I've seen the logo, so should in case I get notification, I know it is you. Yes, I did. It says yes, I did. All right, blue board analysis late, but it's okay. Better than not showing up already on the stream. It says yeah, it represents my country. All right, definitely. Thank you very much, Mo. We'll speak more a bit later. We're about to draw the curtains. Blue board analysis. I'll catch you up some other time. Guys, I always say Leo Desperandos. As I always say, hang on to hope, and we'll see you again some other time. Take it easy, guys. Take it easy. Enzo Maresca is here. Let's support him. We don't know what he's going to offer. We don't know what he's going to be like, but let's support the man. Let's support the man. At the end of the day, he's in charge of our football club, and we cannot go against him. We supported Mauricio Pochettino. Let's support this man at the same time. So bye for now, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.